So at the moment I'm at the UN and I work for the UN system in terms of coordinating the work of the UN in Namibia, based on, providing support or technical support to the government in, delivering on development challenges. So what brought me here perhaps is my wish to strengthen or rather enhance my development skills, and I thought the course on development policy and practice is the best one. The opportunity of having to do an MPhil where you are working is that you got to balance, what you encounter every day in the field, and then look at the theoretical aspect of it. So I think what has been really enriching about this course is that we've been able to balance development practice with the theories. So it's African focused, but very contextualized in such a way that we have all these colleagues from different countries that are dealing with different issues. For example, the idea of bringing all of us together and then we bring in experiences from other countries, like Kenya, Zambia, South Africa, Namibia. It's amazing how similar the challenges that we are facing. At the same time, just learning practical experiences or examples from other countries in terms of how they are facing their challenges and, some of the tools that one can also employ. It's easy for you to sit here for 2 weeks and then go back home, and then you think you have this assignment. How do I, go through it and all that? The support that we receive from each other, at the same time, you look at these people as professionals, like any issue that you can be facing, you can call up either one of them to say, hey, I'm facing this issue. How do I go about it? So it's a very strong supportive network that I'm really privileged to have come across, something that I'll be relying on moving forward beyond the program even. Most of the issues that we face, be it work, for example, are really around the issue of how you place yourself within that, and that comes with self-awareness. I think leadership and the concept of emotional intelligence, the way we react to issues, the way we react to people and their actions, for example, is really centered around that, I think we had this course by Chris Breen, the one that truly forces you into an environment where your outer self or your inner self is revealed, for example. So, and then the concept of ethics and leadership, knowing what to do or the right thing. I think what has been amazing about this is that there isn't any blueprint in terms of how do I decide on what is right. So for me, what has been important in this course of ethics and leadership is really looking at yourself and knowing that, the answer lies with you. They can say whatever, but in the end, if you are conscious enough or if you are brave enough to look at yourself in the mirror and say, I'm proud of the decision that I've made, this is truly what ethics is about. Beyond all the development policies and practice, I think it has been the most important for me is personal growth, just how do I carry myself? How do I make decisions? And how they affect others? So for my research problem, I'm looking at the issues of housing delivery in Namibia. These programs never truly produce the intended result. And the question is, what happened? I think before I joined the course, I thought I knew the solutions and all those type of things. So it was easy for me to say, it has to be around implementation. It has to be around coordination and all those type of things. I could pinpoint them. So it was around until I went through this course and just understanding how complex it is. In most cases, we don't understand the issue that we are dealing with, but we're so confident that we know the solution. And this is why I think we have the problem in Africa where we continue to come up with these programs or policies that never truly addresses the issues that we're addressing because you don't understand what you're working with. So drilling down to the issues and asking questions to the level where it becomes so uncomfortable for people, for example. It's not always that we need to have solution, but solution lies in understanding those problems. So I truly want to drill down into the issues, but focusing on oversight. And oversight, I'm looking at the issues of, for example, the implementing agencies, which is what we call the Namibian Housing Enterprise. What was the role in terms of, or what was the mechanism that was put in place in overseeing the project implementation? And so this is important for me because they need to help decision makers to look at some of these things whenever they're coming up with development programs or development policies or initiatives, for example, to say, broadly, beyond just blaming somebody that is implementing the issue or the policy, for example, what are some of the practical issues that has to be taken care of if our development policies are to bear the result that we are looking for?